I walked down the stairs from the gazebo in Union Square and stood where I faced that grim hallucination. That man whose indifferent expression etched itself into the four corners of my skull while his was crushed by the downtown Six's metal hull. That's not the point, though. It didn't even cross my mind as the train screeched to a halt and as I was blinded by the fluorescent bulbs. The light, the metal, that man's indifferent face, none of that mattered as I sat down and heard a muffled voice say, "The next stop is Astor Place." The train sped up, and in its kinetic jolt, I remembered inertia is a property of matter. Like the old classroom where I would sit and wonder, I remembered the days in the park where my friends uncovered all of our lives' details. Cats and dogs and photo albums, what our parents would do for fun, what we dream of in far decades once our work here is done. "This is Astor Place. The next stop is Bleecker," said an unmotivated speaker. The train moved on, but I was still in the park, watching a friend struggle to open a bag of chips until suddenly, pop! The bag surrendered, and we gained a small victory to remember. Despite fiendish birds and children, our focus never left the cats, dogs, songs, and missions that still fuel our youthful ambitions. "This is Bleecker. The next stop is Spring," announced as the doors closed with an unnoticed ring. It was just like the doorbell of another friend's place, whose living room, even in the dead of night, could be illuminated by the smile on her face. The walls were tight and the stairway felt like a mountain, but once you made it to the top, you found it. A wall of pictures, people, everything that made my heart feel full. "This is Spring. The next stop is Canal." The train sped up again, and as I remembered the long summer days where I'd give them a call, the conductor announces, "This is Canal. The next and last stop is City Hall." I got up and emerged from the train to find the night's calm air interrupted by rain. And even as the wind ripped through the rafters, all I could hear was my best friend's laughter. But my trek will continue, even when I'm no longer in rain's embrace. And when I've made it inside, let my hair dry, I'll realize heaven has been closer than the droplets on my face. My trek will continue, even when I've fallen back into a pit, because now I know my story doesn't end with this. And my trek will still continue, even when these friends are long gone, because in deep sorrow, I'll still sing their favorite songs. It was there I learned, in a moment, that their love was a gift nothing short of the best. And with great joy while facing darkness, I bent over and wept.